Hello, Sanwanani, Dumelang Molweni. Welcome to Asathi Reviews. My name is Asathi Ndzelu, and in this video, I'll be doing a film review of the movie The Hate You Give. The executive producers are Timothy Bones, Angie Thomas, and Isaac Klosner. The director is George Tillman Jr. The writer is Audrey Wells. The cinematographer is Mihai Malaimer Jr. The main characters are Amandla Stenberg as Star, Regina Hall as Lisa, Russell Hornsby as Maverick, Lamar Johnson as Seven, Algie Smith as Khalil, and KJ Upper as Chris. I have decided to title the movie Thug Life. The hate you give little infants fucks everybody. The Hate You Give is a movie that is centered around a beautiful black girl named Star that comes from a beautiful black family living in an all-black community in America. The movie starts off with the father teaching them their rights and how to behave when stopped by the police to avoid getting shot. The father is an ex-convict and a grocery store owner. Star and her siblings have the privilege of attending private and all-white schools, but the trade-off is that they must constantly code switch. When she's at school with her white boyfriend and friends, she cannot be too black and too hood. When she's at home, she cannot be too white. At a neighborhood party, Star meets her childhood best friend, Khalil, and after trouble erupts at the party, Star runs off with Khalil in his car. On their way home, they get stopped by a white police officer who demands that he steps out of the car and produce his driving credentials whilst he searches him for drugs. As the police officer walks to the police vehicle to verify the driving license, Khalil puts his head inside the car through the window to chat to Star, and when he comes out with only a hairbrush in his hand, he becomes yet another victim, another statistic of police brutality in America. For a while, Star does not reveal herself as the witness to avoid tumult from a white school, which had already made the topic controversial. Star then decides that she owes it to Khalil to defend his dignity, and on top of becoming a state witness, she does a TV interview detailing the events of the incident, which then subjected her family to numerous attacks because she snitched. The police officer, on the other hand, receives no severe punishment. Because the police officer got off scot-free, the black community decides to protest, and during the protest, Star gets to shine like the bright star that she is. But unfortunately, the protest turns violent. Star and her brother are picked up by men who claim to be sent by their father, and they drive off to her father's grocery store to get things that might help them with the wounds they sustained in the protest. The men were not sent by their father, but by the kingpin who was behind the numerous attacks on their family. And when the kingpin got word that they were finally alone, he set the store on fire and locked them inside. Fortunately, owners of neighboring stores were still around, and their father also arrived just in time to save them. When Star's family finally faces the kingpin, Star's father realizes that his gun is in the hands of the infant, with the police standing by, ready to shoot it. But Star sheds light to darkness, preventing the infant from fucking up everybody and ultimately preventing yet another cycle of death in the hands of the police. The Hate You Give covers issues such as racism and the psychological, emotional, and societal damages thereof. It also covers closeted racism, white alliance, divisions within the black society, and code switching in kids that have the privilege of existing in both black and white worlds, whilst also reminding us to stand for what is right and not allow intimidation. After all, the only thing that is stronger than hatred is love. This movie is recommendable to everyone so that they may see the injustices that black people are subjected to. Hopefully, it will induce anger that will lead to action against racism. This movie is highly recommended to 1. The white racist people who do not see anything wrong with racism, 2. The white person who is on the fence when it comes to racism, so that they can see that being on the fence is just as unjust and criminal as the act of racism, and 3. The black person who constantly seeks to justify in any way the horrendous acts of racism. Thank you so much for watching this film review. My name is Asathi Ndzelu, and please do like, subscribe, and comment down below under the hashtag Asathi Reviews.